Alright guys, I'm back. I'm gonna give y'all my LeBron top 5 failure moments, response to Bleacher Report. And everybody gonna go off, and obviously gonna go with the 2011 NBA Finals against Dallas. So that's my first one. Let's give you stats. I got receipts. Stats on this one is LeBron 2010-2011 NBA Finals. LeBron shot 47.8% from the field. Not bad. It's not 50% though. What he averaged? Averaged 17.8 points a game. 47.8% is not that good. It's not bad, but it's not good neither. Any other year it'll be good, but he didn't shoot the ball that many times. He only averaged 17.8 points a game, 7 rebounds, and 6.8 assists in the 2011 NBA Finals. And the reason why I say the 47.8 field goal percentage, in most cases, would be really good, but in this case, he didn't shoot the ball enough. I mean, he went through 4 quarters only shooting the ball one time. Four quarter, he had only 2 points in 4 quarters, and he had an 11-point final game one time. So it goes to show he wasn't shooting the ball much, but his field goal percentage is higher than what it should have been because he wasn't shooting. 3 points percentage was terrible. He didn't even attempt none of them to begin with. We all know we never seen an NBA superstar play to that caliber. He was terrible in that finals. I mean, he let anybody and everybody get their way with him offensively and defensively in that finals. But I'm not going to spend too much time on that finals because we all know what that was. I explained it in the earlier videos. My second failure moment, I would have to go with the 2010 NBA Eastern Conference semifinals against Boston. When he shot 44% from the field, 26% from the three-point line, 26.8 points a game, 9 rebounds, 7.28 assists. That was against the Boston team that Kobe later on beat in the finals. It was the second year roll. We was expecting a Kobe and LeBron matchup. But, LeBron had a great game 3. He had 38 points that game. Then the next 3 they lost. They was up 2-1 in that series, matter of fact. And then he came back and lost 3 straight. That's when he took it. He took the jersey off, and that's when that summer decision came. I seen Bleacher Report had the decision on the list. I don't know how that made the list. It's not a top 5 failure moment. The media would like to put that on LeBron. I'm not going to do it, even though I think going to Miami was the failure. They should have said that going to Miami was the failure because you had to team up with other superstars because you couldn't beat the Boston Big Three. Just like Jordan going to go play with Detroit Pistons when he couldn't beat Isaiah Thomas and Joe Dubois and Dennis Rodman, like him going to go play with Magic and Bird and then go beat the Detroit Pistons. Jordan took that ad over for 3 straight years. In the 4th year, he swept them. LeBron could did the same thing in Cleveland, but he decided to go to Memphis. That's a failure, but I'm not gonna put that on my list. That's not on my list. So the second failure, I say the Eastern Conference Final because we were expecting LeBron and Kobe again, and he won second MVP in the row. So we expecting, okay, he get to the final this year after. This what's gonna lead me to my third failure was 2009 Eastern Conference Final. He shot 48% from the field. Yeah, that's pretty good. It's 29% from 3, bad. Averaged 38.5 a game. Yo, he averaged 38. He was getting buckets. He was getting it 8.3 rebounds, 8 assists. And the reason that's on my list because the puppet commercial was out. Now what Chris Broussard said earlier, talking about the puppet was out in 2010. No, it was out in 2008, 2009. We was expecting Kobe to run in 2008, 2009. That's when LeBron won the first MVP. We was expecting him to. He couldn't beat Dwight Howard. That team consisted with Dwight Howard, Hito Turkoglu, Rashard Lewis, J.J. Redick, Rafe Alston, Courtney Lee, LeBron, Cash, LeBron, Mo Williams. Had Anthony Parker on the team as a shooter. They had Delonte West. They had Junior Zagorski, Anthony Varejao. Name his supporting cast. Compared to Atlanta Magic, like I said, LeBron balled out in that series. He balled out. It just he had some bad moments in that series where he couldn't close. He just couldn't close. And defensively, they wasn't prepared for them shooters. They weren't prepared with Dwight Howard. They say he can guard all 5 positions. They couldn't stop. Dwight averaged 26 and 13, over 55% from the field that series. They say LeBron can guard all 5 positions. Why he didn't take the defensive role to stop Dwight Howard? Because that's what was killing him, inside and out. He supposed to be is all really defender, but he couldn't stop Dwight Howard though. I'm not understanding that. That narrative is, they gotta stop saying that narrative shit. That's some bullshit. If you go off our position like they always say, he the best, the most diverse defensive player ever, like they say, why he couldn't stop Dwight Howard? But that's not here or there. So that's the third failure. My fourth failure. A lot of people don't want to hear this, and they like to sweep it on the rug, and they like to say, we don't count that. Only like he was young, he was going to get Greg Popovich in the Spurs. He was 22 years old, turning 23. That year he wasn't a baby. We not gonna count on his resume. Bullshit. I'm counting it. You want to count the 2004 Detroit Pistons year against Kobe? You want to count Kobe lose to the Celtics in 08? I'm counting it. And I'm going to give you the numbers and the stats and say how terrible he was in it. Let's look at these stats and how terrible your King James was. This boy was terrible. Listen, he's not finna, because at age 22, Kobe was giving the Spurs, that same Spurs team, with a better Spurs team, because they had David Robinson. Kobe was giving them 33 and 50% from the field. At 22, this LeBron at age 22 against the Spurs. Let's break these numbers down. 07, 35.6% from the field goal. You like that? You like that? How about 20% from three? You like that? How about just 22 points a game? How about getting swept? How about in all 4 games, the highest points he ever got in that series was 25? Got you 7 rebounds, got you 6.8 assists. Like a lot of these stats in the phone, he gives you 6.8 assists. But with this guy, he shot 35% from the field. And the margin of victory in that series, I think, was like 6 points a game, or 7 points. So the series was close. It was close. It was a sweep. He got his ass swept, but it was close. You know what I'm saying? Him closing in them 4 quarters. You go back and watch that final. If he can close some of them games out, we talking about a different story. All right, they want to sweep it on the road, but they want to praise the 48 Specials beating the Detroit Pistons that year. Oh, he was the king. He was great. He was phenomenal. Up until he got his ass swept by the Spurs. I'm not gonna give you that pass. I'm sorry. He's just not getting it. All right, he's not getting it. We ain't give Jordan a pass for getting killed getting swept by the Celtics. We ain't give Jordan a pass when he couldn't beat the Detroit Pistons. I ain't giving his ass a pass because he couldn't beat Tim Duncan. You know? So I ain't having it. I said that was the fourth. So that was the fourth one. A lot of people gonna be surprised by this fifth one. This one I want to hammer home. The 2015 NBA Finals. Yeah. 2015 NBA Finals, losing to the Golden State Warriors. Now these numbers can be misconstrued. It can look like phenomenal. This year they was thinking about giving him the MVP in a losing effort. They were talking about giving the MVP. That's how you know how these kids today. That's why Russell Westbrook averaged MVP. I mean not MVPs. He averaged triple double. That's why James Harden go out and do what he do. That's why LeBron go out and get his numbers. Because the narrative in today's NBA, if you get numbers, you're a great player and you did your part. It's all about numbers. Nobody want to win. It's not about championships no more. It's how you can control the narrative. And today, back in the day, nobody cared about numbers. Numbers come as you go. I play great, the numbers. I win. Like me, when I played great, when I was the hoop, when I played great, and I lose, I don't give a fuck about my numbers. Numbers didn't mean shit to me. I look at the stat sheet, that don't mean nothing to me. Like, I mean, plenty of games I went off. Plenty of games, Kobe, you had Jordan, they went off. Did I get the win? It shouldn't count. Numbers shouldn't count if you lose, numbers shouldn't count. If it have an impact on your team winning, then it don't count. I can't see how players can look and say, well, I averaged this amount of points. I did all this. You lost, brother. How can you even look and consider having a great series, a great game when you lost a series? I don't understand it. Never gonna understand that. But to the point of the 2015 NBA Final, they had Kyrie for game 1. Kevin Love was out. Kyrie was banged up. Finished game 1, got hurt in the overtime. They lost that game. So LeBron, you had 1 game to win. You had Kyrie for 1 game. You should have won that game. Okay. Then they go up 2-1. Go back to Cleveland for game 4, and you lose. I mean, and then you know the story. They're gonna lose the next 2 after that and lose the series in 6 games. But LeBron James numbers, as fans and writers, the writers was talking about it was the best thing final they seen. Let's break this down. Do average 35.8 points a game, 13.3 rebounds, 8.8 assists. Good numbers, right? Great numbers. Hell of great numbers. Dwayne Wade numbers. Only thing is, he shot 39% from the field. That's under 40%. That's 2 finals LeBron shot under 40% from the field. Now, you know, everybody know I'm a Kobe guy. Kobe had 1 final when he shot under 40% from the field. This dude got 2 finals on his resume. We shot under 40% of the field. The high volume shots he was taking, this is the reason why LeBron don't like to take high volume shots and average a lot of points. Because he going to shoot under 50% from the field. In these cases, he shot 39, under 40% of the field. That's the reason why he don't like shoot the ball as a high volume shooter, because he won't be a great field goal percentage shooter. So when LeBron, as smart as he is, he played the numbers like T players got, like T players do. He played the numbers. He see them watch. If I shoot this shot, he very smart when he take his shots, because he don't want to mess up his field goal percentage. He missed 2-3 jumpers in a row. You gonna see LeBron attacking the paint. That's just LeBron. That's just, and I'm not knocking it. That's just him being smart. But other guys like Kobe, James Harden, don't give a damn. I missed 10 in a row. See, the thing about being great, you can miss 10 shots in a row, but the next shot you make, you got confidence that it's still gonna go in, and that's what make the mark of a wilt of teams, the width of a player like a Kobe and Jordan. They'll miss 10 shots in a row, but in that 4th quarter, you can count on them making the next 2 or 3 shots to close the game, win out the game. That's greatness right there. When you can be struggling all game long, and then you make the shots when it count down the stretch. But then you're going to have people looking at, well, he shot so bad, but he closed the game out of 1. Even on his off night, he was great when it counted. That's greatness. That's will. That's what Kobe and Jordan got. That's what LeBron can have some nights. But like I said, in these series, the numbers look incredible, great. But if he can close games, then he could have won that finals. That was a winnable finals. That Golden State team wasn't Golden State. That was Golden State coming off losing to the Clippers in the 2nd round of the previous year, losing to Chris Paul in the previous year, and then they come back, and then they win. Then they make it to the finals, make the jump. Then they make it to the finals and they win it. LeBron had a chance to win that series. That was for the Warriors, and I don't know how Iguodala got the MVP over Steph, and Steph averaged 26. He averaged more points than he averaged in that series when he won MVP. He averaged 24 for the season and averaged 26 in the final. But LeBron was getting out of praise, and Iguodala got the MVP. Like, you see, like, if you tell me if I can put up guard Rudley numbers and I lose and I can get praise for it, you send a bad precedent. You send a bad narrative. If I can put up, like, these Westbrook, James Harden, LeBron, these guys, they put up all Rudley numbers and they lose, but they get praise for it. I'm not going to try hard to win the ball game. I'm not going to focus on defense. I'm not going to focus on rebound. I'm not going to focus on doing the impact of the game in a way, guarding the offensive player on the other team, and picking and closing the games out, and picking and choosing how to defend and how to close the game. Even about me scoring, about me making the right play, about me impacting the game. Sometimes it ain't all about how much numbers you get. It's about how you can impact, how you can control the pace, how you can go to the post and slow the game down, and help your half-court defense out. You know what I'm saying? You got to keep running back and forth, playing defense, changing buckets. That's not good defense. It's other ways you can win a game by putting up numbers and stats. And when the media give a reward these players for putting up unsustainable and ridiculous stats and say, well, he like they saying today, this, because a lot of people want to put this year LeBron top 5 failure moment of this year not making the playoff, but they'll say, I'll end it will say he averaged 28 and 8. Devin Booker averaged 25 points per game from the Phoenix Suns, and ain't a lot of them. So what they tell you about stats? Just throwing it out there. But with LeBron averaging 35.8 and 13 rebounds, 8.8 assists, people probably gonna question me, how the heck can you put this on his top 5 failure list? Because he shot 39% from the field. He lost to Steph Curry that wasn't the Steph Curry we seen in the next year series when he took off average 30 the other year when he was the unanimous MVP. He was the MVP, but a lot of people say James Harden should have won it, but formally I think Steph should have won it because at the tail end of that season the goals they were so high that was winning. He wasn't playing that many minutes, so his numbers dropped that season, but he still should have won MVP, I think, because you got to reward winning. You got to reward winning. The MVP is best player, best team. That's why when they gave Russell Westbrook the MVP, and then Kobe sitting there averaging 35 and got that team with small spot brought to the playoffs, he got robbed in MVP. Kobe, like, when they do that shit, you messing up history. Kobe should have won MVP when against Steve Nash, when averaging 35 a game. And what but you give it to Westbrook, who won 45 games that year, was the 5th seed, because KD left him. He averaged a triple-double, and we ain't said that in 30 years since Oscar Robertson. But he wasn't winning at a high clip. So there we go again, rewarding numbers and stats over winning. Like I said, I can roll out. I can go average. If I was a player, I go average 30. Who cares? I win. As long as my stats look good. That's what the narrative is. And that's a bad, terrible message that we send to these young kids. Well, you can be outwardly great like these receivers in the field. They can put up these big numbers like the Antonio Browns and the Julio Jones. They put all these numbers up, but it's not equal to winning. Like when did it come where you can be winning? You can put up. I mean, not gonna be winning. You can be losing, and you put up big numbers. They're like the quarterback at the end of the game getting garbage yards, throwing for 300, 400 yards when you was losing the whole game, and then you still lost the game, but you put up garbage numbers at the end to make your numbers look good. That's what we do in the NBA today. That's what we do. That's what we do with LeBron. Okay, that's what we do here. And it's totally, totally unfair to the previous players that put up great numbers but lost and competed harder. You know what I'm saying? Playing one side of the court and putting up numbers, it's not gonna make me not take this 2015 NBA Finals loss off your resume, and then the 07 Finals. I'm damn sure ain't taking that off. Shooting 35% from the field when you just killed the Detroit Pistons. So so I gave y'all what. So that'll be my top 5 to come back and compare to Bleacher Report and Skip Bayless and Shannon Sharp thing. So y'all like and subscribe to this video. Get this video out. Peace.